Keith Poche is somewhere out on the Venice, Louisiana bayou, and he's going to be joining us on our podcast to talk about his season, to talk about his tour decision for this next year, and a bunch of other things. We're going to get into a funny hamburger story with he and Cliff Crochet as well. A couple of months ago, I ran into, I guess he's a friend of yours. I guess you guys used to room together, but I ran into Cliff Crochet, and first of all, my name is Keith, and I started to introduce myself, and I got confused, and he said, "Oh, no, I'm Cliff. I'm not Keith." I said, "No, I'm Keith." Anyway, it got really funny with him in a hurry. And, well, he told a hamburger story.
I guess 2010 or 11, hanging out with Keith Poche.
Keith Poche.
Keith Poche. A lot of people get me and Keith.
No relation.
No relation. Different states, different spelling, different name, different everything. So I'm hanging out with Keith, and we're in Troy, Alabama. And we go to a local restaurant to eat supper. And the lady says, what can I get you? And I said, well, I need a cheeseburger. I want a cheeseburger with mayonnaise, mustard, ketchup, and pickles. And she said, all right, no problem. You want a cheeseburger, mayonnaise, mustard, ketchup, and pickles? And I said, no. I said, I want a cheeseburger, mayonnaise, mustard, ketchup, and pickles. She said, yeah, you want a cheeseburger, mayonnaise, mustard, ketchup, and pickles. And I didn't know if she was stupid or if I should be embarrassed because she didn't understand me. I didn't know what was going on. So I looked at Keith. I said, man, tell that woman what I want. And Keith told her in Alabama redneck talk what I wanted. I want a cheeseburger with mayonnaise, mustard, ketchup, and pickles.
I guess I learned that there was actually math involved when it comes to ordering hamburgers. What was your side of that story?
Yeah, so... Well, Cliff, where was that? Where was we at? We were somewhere, I think, like a Hooters or something, and we were ordering some hamburgers, and Cliff said, "I want some mayonnaise on my hamburger, mayonnaise." And the girl said, "What you want on that hamburger?" He said, "I want some mayonnaise." Cliff's got a really strong Cajun accent, so he was trying to say mayonnaise, but she couldn't understand mayonnaise. I don't know, but yeah, he was trying to say mayonnaise. He wanted mayonnaise on his hamburger, and she couldn't figure it out. It took her forever.
That must have been something traveling with Poche and Crochet together. That must have caused a lot of confusion, right?
Yeah, we're the Touche brothers.
The Touche brothers. I'm Keith Neiswanger. This is the Bass Tour Anglers podcast. Please remember to like and subscribe. If you'd like to reach us, please send us a direct message on Instagram at Bass Tour Anglers Podcast. Take care. Be safe. We'll talk to you next time.